So much is happening in Disney World and Disneyland, you guys. We've got all the details here for you today on DFB Guide. Let's get started with the latest news. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Today we are going to talk about menu changes, flaming cheese, Christmas, lots of merchandise updates, and of course ride news, attraction news coming right at you. So first up, we're going to head to the Disney parks. We know you're still getting ready for Halloween, but we are kicking things off with a whole bunch of Christmas and holiday news for you today. So first up, Candlelight Processional Narrator announced, the last one. Cheetah Rivera will be coming back and narrating on December 11th and 12th, and Warwick Davis will be the narrator December 19th to the 21st. Now, we've got a full list of narrators over at DisneyFoodblog.com, plus details on the dining package that Disney offers, which is a great way to guarantee your seat at these super popular performances. We also have Christmas filming dates announced. Now, you know, Disney used to film their holiday parade, the ABC Holiday Parade at Disney World and Disneyland. Now it's mostly filmed over at Disneyland, but Disney still films their holiday specials and little parts of that parade showcase, mostly people singing, over at Walt Disney World. So Disney will begin filming their holiday television specials on Thursday, November 7th, and they're going to be recording musical performances and stage show segments at the Magic Kingdom and Disney's Hollywood Studios, and filmings will also take place on Saturday, November 9th and Sunday, November 10th. Now, there's no word on what time these filmings are scheduled to occur, but note that if you're in Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom on those days, there are going to be giant cranes and booms and cameras. There's going to be a lot of off-limits areas because they'll be filming, so be prepared to kind of have to do workarounds in those parks on those days because things get real big, real fast when it comes to those filming days. All right, we've seen Christmas decor going up at Hollywood Studios, and we know that it's just on the horizon if it's not already up, because we just heard today when I'm recording this that the truck just pulled out of Disney Springs, leaving all of the holiday stuff there. Hollywood Studios has the tree backstage, so everything's ready to go up if it's not already up by the time this goes live. But we do already see some Hollywood Studios decorations, the Christmas decor, those big tinsel stars up on Sunset Boulevard. Preparations for Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam have started going up. Those big screens where they're going to show the little vignettes that you see for Flurry of Fun. And holiday celebrations kick off on November 8th, but it seems like the artificial snow couldn't wait as it accidentally snowed last week. Oops. Caused a little bit of a problem. People were slipping all over the place because it was a rainy day too. So since that is basically soap, it was super slippery over there. Speaking of snow, Disneyland has its snow. Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland got quite the makeover earlier this year with a vibrant and vividly hued blue and pink color scheme that you guys have seen. And that is complete with those pops of golden pixie dust. But now the castle is getting another makeover with its first edition of snow for the holiday season. And the castle turrets are starting to get dusted with snow as the holiday decor begins popping up in Disneyland. More snow and ice. Frozen 2 sneak peeks are in the parks, and early November guests in Disney World, Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, and the Disney Cruise Line will be able to see an exclusive sneak preview of Frozen 2, including the never-before-seen moments from the upcoming film before it releases on November 22nd. So if you are super excited for Frozen 2, be sure to be in the parks, on the cruise ship, or over there in Disneyland Paris to see those sneak peeks. Cast members in the parks are getting loosening restrictions on their appearances. The Disney look, quote unquote, has been in place in Disneyland since 1959 and in Disney World since 1971. And those guidelines regulate all sorts of aspects like hair, jewelry, fingernails, tattoos, and even makeup. The new changes make the restrictions on facial hair and jewelry a little bit more relaxed. Now the guidelines are changing to allow beards of 1 inch, and now cast members may wear one simple bracelet and necklace. And we're going to start seeing new locations on Star Tours. Disney's just announced that they'll be adding a new destination to their Star Tours attractions at Disney parks across the globe. All parks will feature a new location featured in the Rise of Skywalker, the Ocean Moon Kef beer. And Circle of Flavors is returning to Animal Kingdom. You guys don't know what that is? Don't worry, we can explain it. If you missed out on this awesome event when it ran earlier, Circle of Flavors will be returning this winter. This is a 3-hour family-friendly progressive dining experience throughout Animal Kingdom. So it returns on select Wednesday nights from December 4th to April 15th, 2020. And during this event, you get the opportunity to journey to several different areas of the park over the course of your evening. Starting off at Harambe Station, you'll then take the train to Rafiki's Planet Watch and then return to Harambe Market for the final meals of the evening. You can see our full review of it over at DisneyFoodBlog.com. All right, let's head over to the resorts. Resort hotel news. Minivans have expanded their airport service. Minivans have just expanded to some new Disney World area hotels, including the Four Seasons, Swan and Dolphin, and Disney Springs Good Neighbor hotels, among a few others. So each one-way trip from the airport is going to cost $150, and you'll need to contact your travel agent or the Disney Reservation Center at least 3 days in advance to reserve that trip. Next up, let's talk fuel rods. So the day has finally come. Our favorite low battery hack now comes with a price tag. Fuel rods are available to purchase at kiosks around Disney World and outside of Disney for around $30. And up until November 1st, you could swap them out for free anytime you needed a fresh battery for your device. But as of the first, swaps are going to cost $3. And this is the case in Disney World and Disneyland right now. Also, we've got some rental drop-off policies that are changing. We finally have some more concrete details on the policy changes affecting deliveries of rented ECVs, strollers, and more. The new policy has been made for all third-party stroller rental companies, and guests will now need to pick up their strollers in person when choosing to rent. The only way that a stroller or ECV can be left at the front desk without the guest being present is if they choose to book through Disney's preferred service, Scooterbug. So Buena Vista Rentals has announced they will now book meet and greets where you can pick up your rental, as they will no longer be able to pick up or drop off your rental with the bellman of your resort. So Buena Vista is doing this cool thing where they'll be dividing the Disney World resorts into 5 zones and routes, and each route will do a meet and greet 3 times daily. You can get full details over at Disney Food Blog. And we've seen race medals for the Princess Half Marathon. The 5K features Moana, the 10K features Pocahontas, and the half features Cinderella, and the Fairy Tale Challenge features the fairies from Sleeping Beauty. All right, let's talk about restaurant news. Galaxy's Edge has had some menu changes. In addition to the announced Disneyland menu changes, Disney World Galaxy's Edge menus were surprisingly updated and new dishes were added recently. So on the lunch and dinner menus at Docking Bay 7, basically all of the Star Wars terminology has been modified. So now you're going to be saying more earthly names for the food you're going to be ordering. So things like fried chicken and smoked pork ribs instead of the Star Wars Batu names for those things. But some of the Star Wars names are still listed on the menu, even though they do have their, I guess, English names next to them. So it's easier to see what you're getting. Also, a kid's pasta and marinara popped up on the menu. So if your kids aren't loving the other kids' options, which I'm not surprised if they don't, then there is a kid's pasta and marinara sauce. I believe there's also some Impossible Burger crumbles in there. So it's a meatless marinara, but it's almost like a bolognese with unmeat in there. So that's probably going to be available, although it keeps going on and off the menu. Over at Ronto Roasters, we saw a new chicken Ronto wrap, which has marinated flame-seared chicken, cucumber relish, and an herb feta yogurt sauce. And they've also introduced Ronto chips. The chips are actually a variety of things, including turkey jerky, plantains, blue potato chips, pork rinds, and rice crackers. So there's lots going on in the Ronto chips. And over at Katsaka's, you will now get green popcorn, galactic green popcorn they call it. This one's pretty much just regular butter popcorn with green coloring. We couldn't really figure out another strong flavor there, so it's not nearly as exciting as the chocolate popcorn that Disneyland got. But if you don't love the sweet and spicy mix that is normally on offer at Katsaka's, then this is a good alternative. All right, let's talk Thanksgiving menus. If you're planning on visiting Disney World over Thanksgiving, you don't have to miss out on the traditional dinner. Lots of restaurants are offering a special menu for the evening, including Tiffin's, Crystal Palace, The Plaza, Raglan Road, Rose and Crown, Boatwrights, and The Wave. And remember, pretty much every restaurant in Disney World is going to offer some sort of a classic Thanksgiving offering. So no matter where you have your reservation scheduled, you should probably be able to get something that you recognize as a Thanksgiving meal there. We've got full details on all these menus over at DisneyFoodBlog.com. Topolino's Terrace has announced their New Year's Day character brunch. So this is, of course, going to be January 1st, 2020 at the new Riviera Resort Topolino's Terrace, Flavors of the Riviera. Mickey Mouse will be in attendance along with a few of his pals to join you in celebrating the new year. This one's going to include a complimentary mimosa for those 21 and up, and prices are $59 per adult and $37 per child. And Gasparilla Grill has been added to mobile order. Disney World continues to add quick service locations to mobile order all the time. The latest addition is Gasparilla Grill, so be sure to check if your resort's food court is available on mobile order because it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay, a little bit of snack news. There's a bunch of new Frozen 2 snacks. So mini spirit cupcakes, caramel mousse, Olaf fall cheesecake at Kringla. The caramel mousse was our favorite here. It's sea salt caramel mousse, features a vanilla cake crust topped with a white chocolate piece for $5.99. It's very, very pretty, and it's actually delicious. And note that you can also get a frozen orange cream soda, both slushy and in a frozen souvenir cup. The Water Spirit Cupcake over at Caribbean Beach Resort and Port Orleans Resorts features a chocolate cupcake filled with white chocolate mousse and topped with vanilla buttercream, crispy pearls, and white chocolate garnish. And there's more popping up all over Disney World this week. We'll be covering them all at DisneyFoodBlog.com. We saw a new Mermaid Tail swim into the Grand Floridian Resort. This is a new cream horn dessert at Gasparilla Island Grill over at Grand Floridian, and it features 2 solid white chocolate fins, a sugar-encrusted pastry cream horn shell, rainbow-colored sprinkle stars, and a small purple decorative shell, all brought together with a pineapple coconut filling. This one's $5.99 or a Disney Dining Plan snack credit. And really, this is one of the only places we've seen cream horns pop up in Disney World besides Kringla Bakery over in Epcot. We spotted some Boozy Caramels in Epcot. We found them at Caramel Kucha, of course. And while cast members didn't actually know the flavors, the treat was so new when we found it that they didn't know them at all. We guessed brandy, vodka, cherry, chocolate, and apricot flavors in there. So these little caramel squares are 4 for only $6.49. One of our favorite new treats in Disney World is the flaming cheese, Saganaki on fire at Wine Bar George. This is their new appetizer and features a delicious cheese option which your server sprinkles with mextaca and then sets ablaze. It's wonderfully melty, crispy bits like the ones that get stuck on the sides of the pan when you're melting something cheesy in the oven, right? You guys, we're not the only ones that eat that, right? And then, of course, you put it on little dried pieces of toast. It's just delicious. Definitely something to get if you're over there at Wine Bar George. There's a new Quake Shake at Ghirardelli in Disney Springs. The shake is unique because you get to choose your own ice cream flavor and your own 3 chocolate squares from the choices of milk chocolate, dark chocolate, mint, milk chocolate, caramel, dark chocolate raspberry, and dark chocolate sea salt caramel. So you get to choose kind of how your shake is flavored. They did have this over in Disneyland for a while, so we're excited to see it over in Disney World as well. Few new cupcakes to tell you about. The Maleficent Cupcake is chocolate cake filled with chocolate cinnamon ganache, topped with green and purple buttercream, and finished with 2 chocolate horns and crispy pearls. You can get this one at All-Star Music Resort before heading to see that new film in theaters. $5.49. The Sorcerer Mickey Cupcake is super adorable. This is a dome of chocolate mousse set atop a soft and rich chocolate cake with blue marshmallow buttercream. The frosting was extra sweet, and there's a touch of edible glitter to make this one super Insta-worthy. You'll find it at All-Star Music for $5.49. The Little Mermaid Cupcake is brand new. This is over at Goods Food to Go at Disney's Old Key West Resort. The cake is a super moist yellow cake, and it's topped with a generous amount of purple and green blueberry icing and stuffed with lemon curd and fresh blueberries. And all of it's topped with a white chocolate mermaid tail and starfish. This one's $5.99. There's a vegan brownie cookie dough. It's made with sugar, brown sugar, unsweetened applesauce, salt, canola oil, vanilla bean extract, and cocoa powder, and heat-treated wheat flour. This one's really tasty, but really only the texture was a bit different from regular cookie dough. So we enjoyed eating it. We had no problem eating it, but you can tell that it's not real cookie dough, so just be prepared for that. This one's $5.49 at the All-Star Resort. And the spring roll cart has moved. The Magic Kingdom egg roll cart, everyone calls it the egg roll cart, but it's actually spring rolls that you get there, has been relocated. The wagon was previously in between Pirates of the Caribbean and the Jungle Cruise, and now you can find this spring roll / egg roll wagon near the entrance to Adventureland. Now, we love this thing. They have some of the most delicious spring rolls we've ever had. Our favorites are that cheeseburger and the pizza ones, but they've got lots of different flavors that pop up from time to time. And Disney usually makes a limited number of these each day. Once they're out for the day, the wagon closes, so you'll want to get there earlier in the day to grab yours. All right, merchandise news. Store discounts are now shown online. This is really cool. Disney has added a new View Discounts button to the select merchandise pages on Disney World and Disneyland's websites. While most Disney merchandise locations offer the same discounts, this new feature gives guests a way to check in advance whether or not a store will accept the discount they're trying to use, like DVC, annual pass, etc. The Haunted Mansion graveyard ears are finally in Disney World. We first spotted these Haunted Mansion ears in Disneyland. They feature the Grim Grinning Ghosts quintet from the Graveyard Room in the Haunted Mansion instead of the standard mini bow, and now you're going to find them in Memento Mori in the Magic Kingdom in addition to Disneyland and Shop Disney. Hitchhiking Ghosts, sippers, and popcorn buckets are available all day now in the Magic Kingdom. That's right. They used to be only available to guests during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and, of course, also over in Disneyland. But now these prominent spirits have materialized at various spots throughout the Magic Kingdom during regular park hours. So get yours whenever you want it, probably for a limited time. I don't know if they're going to be there through the Christmas season. They'll probably be taken away. Mini ear price hike, you guys. You're going to have to shell out a few more dollars for your mini ears. Disney's just raised them to $29.99, up from $27.99. Strangely, not all the mini ears were affected. We saw some designs, including the Minnie Mouse candy corn ears, were still being sold for $27.99, while designer ears, such as the Loungefly ears, had stayed the same price at $48. So I think that the price increase is just affecting those long-term mini ears that aren't seasonal and aren't specialty maybe, so we'll keep an eye on that. And there's tons of holiday merch popping up. We saw an awesome holiday snack spirit jersey. This is covered in some of our favorite Disney holiday snacks, and you can spot classic Disney treats like Mickey waffles and Rice Krispie treats, as well as seasonal snacks like gingerbread cookies and Christmas cupcakes, and of course candy canes. We spotted ours in mouse gear for $64.99. You can also get the holiday snack design on some new Loungefly bags, and you can also get a Santa Mickey backpack. And there's a whole new retro holiday merch line. The Holiday Cheer line at Disney Springs Collection is giving us all the major mid-century feels with its adorable vintage colors and designs. There's glassware, tumblers, wine stoppers, tea towels, etc. with this one. You know, every year Disney comes out with one of those kind of retro merch lines for the holidays, so this is this year's. Ears and more. There's tons more holiday merch to be found all over Disney World and Disneyland, from t-shirts, adult onesies, yes, adult onesies with ears, and the cutest mini ears. There's new hats, there's new mugs, there's new ornaments, there's new pins, there's new bracelets, new charms, and of course those holiday Crocs that light up with the little wreath. They're so cute. I love them. And they're also lined, so they're nice and warm. Those Crocs feature that holiday design, and if you are a Croc person, these have to be on your must-get list. There's a brand new DVC Dooney and Bourke line. We noticed 3 new to us Disney Vacation Club Dooney and Bourke pieces over at the Beach Club Marketplace. The new tote, satchel, and wallet depict a collage of all the DVC property logos, including Disney's Aulani and Animal Kingdom Lodge. The newest Disney Wisdom collection has arrived in Disney stores and online. This cute collection has seen characters like Mushu and Merlin, but the latest has our hearts. Inspire your friends, family, and yourself with the narrator from Aladdin's knowledge that, like so many things, it's not what is outside, but what is inside that counts. And we've got even more new magic bands. I feel like there's tons coming out every day. We've seen a new limited release Goofy annual pass holder magic band, a Fantasyland magic band, and even a Mr. Toad magic band in recent weeks. And now we've spotted several more designs. Edna Mode and Jack Jack, a new Moana band, DVC, Grumpy, new Pink Princess magic bands. We've only spotted these in stores so far, but if you're looking to upgrade your magic band before your trip, keep checking back for new styles in the My Disney Experience app. All right, everybody, there's all the latest news, lots to talk about today. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. We hope you continue to catch up with us. And don't forget to join our newsletter over at Disney Food Blog so that you can get the latest news in your inbox all the time. We send a newsletter about 4 times a week with tons of updates for you. So if you want to keep up to date on everything happening in Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, and everywhere else, we've got it for you. Go ahead and sign up for our newsletter. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.